Welcome back here to Medford. We apologize for the technical difficulties. Can tell you the situation is this: 2 outs and bases loaded for Connor Bralla, facing off against Landon in an at-bat that, the way this game is going, could in all likelihood determine how this one finishes.
Or also based on past precedent in this game, go absolutely nowhere.
Very well could, though I think that would also probably guide us towards an outcome.
Certainly true.
That one bounced in there for ball one.
Connor Bralla from Villanova, Pennsylvania. Fun fact about Connor Bralla, he was a diver in high school as well as football.
The 1-0, chopped to short. Fires to first, and another jam avoided by the judges. They just keep bending. Up break after 6, 1-0 Tufts.
All right, and we are back. Again, apologize for any technical difficulties that you as viewers have experienced. Pitching change for the Jumbos. Grant Strother comes out. Matthew, who comes in?
We've got junior Jack McLaughlin. He's a southpaw out of Petersboro, New Hampshire. Stand
is inside, and Lee draws a walk and hypes up his bench.
Lee walked, score still 1-0 as the judges just barely escaped a guilty verdict in that last inning. Now, of course, trying to keep their hopes alive.
Dylan Walsh steps in now. Showing bunt and takes strike one.
Can't blame the judges for trying to move Lee into scoring position via small ball, considering as they're currently held at 1 hit. He'll square again.
It's a bit of an impressive stat that they only have 1 hit in today's game. Obviously, a couple of different players on base at a number of occasions, but all of them have come from walks other than that 1 hit.
Freshman Henson almost even with McLaughlin on the mound. Showing again is Walsh. Gets it down 2, and they will get the out at second base. A nice play there by Henson.
Really nice play there by Henson. Good awareness, good communication by Colin Brawla behind the plate. He is the visionary of this defense. He's the only one on the field that can see the entire field all at once. He's making the read there that Henson has enough time to get Lee at second base. And good faith in his grad student catcher, the freshman Henson, delivers a strong throw to second base for the force out.
Tambashia now steps up. He's 0 for 2 on the day. That one downstairs for ball 1.
I will say an impressive play by Henson as well, considering the runner pretty much dove right through his legs and he had to get up into the air after touching the bag.
That one hit into left center, but it's going to hang up once again for Ben Leonard, who has out number 2.
I will say the Jumbo's defense in the outfield today has been spectacular. Not encountered any major real challenges, but playing consistent as a well-oiled machine, like we've said, to hold the judges to only 1 hit. And, of course, no runs on the board yet for this squad.
Lee with a couple steps off first. Bootsakakis at the plate. Launch that one into the Brandeis dugout.
Watch out ankles, maybe, if you're in the dugout.
The 0-1 will not come because he's going to lob it over to first.
Ball game starting to slow down just a little bit as the pitches are getting slower. But nonetheless, count now 1-1.
Yeah, McLaughlin not working at the speed we saw from the 2 underclassmen. 1-1 upstairs. Throw down to first, and a nice stop by Smith to keep that from going into right field.
I'm not entirely sure if actually Smith stopped that or if that just hit the runner who was obviously touching the bag at the time, so not an out, but unsure. Would have been bad had it gone through him.
That one misses outside. Crowd not happy about it. That one is strike 2. Might have flip-flopped the calls. But nonetheless, count full, 2 outs.
Bootsakakis was confident on that one. Went to throw the bat and start walking. Got reeled back in.
Payoff pitch. Outside ball 4.
Dylan Walsh does a little more running to second base than maybe he needed to. Get a little exercise in. Nonetheless, brings up the top.
Opportunity here.
Yeah, you know, and in a game where there's a big margin, might not be as worried, but the score is only 1-0 right now. Definitely still could be a very quick change in momentum for this Judges squad if they can just knock 1 or 2 on the scoreboard.
The 1-0 to Crowley.
Box right now, the pitchers are nibbling around the corners, not getting the call, not getting it on that one either.
Yeah, I don't think either pitching staff's particularly pleased with the way the strike zone's been called today.
Seems a little inconsistent today, I think, but that
That
one
one
goes inside. Brandeis runs. Now 1 on third, 1 on second as both runners shift.
Awkward play there. At first I thought that hit Connor Crowley in his front leg, but I guess it just skirted away from Connor Brala. So now we've got guys on second and third, both in scoring position, and a 3-0 count for the leadoff hitter in the Brandeis lineup. They've got the go-ahead run on second base.
They do have a bag to give away, and, well, McLaughlin almost tried to there, but got told no by the home plate umpire.
Crowley taken all the way on 3-0. Huge 3-1 pitch coming here.
Swung on and missed, and he's worked it back.
Gotta love ripping off a changeup on 3-1. I mean, you have the base open, but ballsy pitch.
Payoff pitch. Line foul will do it again.
It's that good swing there from Crowley. Keeps himself alive.
Good on good we're seeing here. Full count. Fights off that biting outside slider. Let's see what he goes with here.
Full count pitch. Chopped to Fleischer. Sets his feet, fires to first, and the Jumbos get out of another one.
Back to the well on the slider. Jack McLaughlin, as confident as it comes, holds the lead. Brandeis strands their 6th and 7th guys of the game, and we will go to the bottom of the 7th. Well, we're on turf, but playing in ahead. Well, we're on turf, but playing in ahead of that baseline.
Looks like grass.
And what that does is it opens up both that third base line and the 5-6 hole. So, and what that does is it opens up both that third base line and the 5-6 hole. So, 3 baseball. These are both guys who started upwards of 35 games last year and both hit for over a 300 clip. So wouldn't be surprised if we see them move back up in the lineup to their usual positioning, but having them in the 8-9 hole is also really dangerous.
That one flared back, and it's 1-2 now on McCullough.
Okay.
Lovely. Two, 1-2 still the count on McCullough here. One down in the 7th. As the wind starts whipping again. Strike 3 on the outside corner.
Words from McCullough there to the home plate umpire.
He can say all the words he wants. It was a good call. It was absolutely a dot on the X from Landon. And we will apologize once again for the technological issues on our end. Some things are certain in Medford in March. Among them, wind, Jumbo's lacrosse, blowing out non-conference opponents, and internet problems.
Certainly true. And maybe Bello being cold. That's a certainty too.
That's
usually.
not exclusive to March.
Okay, true enough.
That one upstairs to Ben Leonard for ball 1. Landon looks in. Fires, that one swung on and missed. 2-1.
It's a good matchup for Ben Leonard. As is true of most guys who hit from the left side, he has better splits against righties. See if he can do some damage with 2 outs. Ooh.
That one, well, there was some damage, but the only thing it damaged was Ben Leonard's elbow.
Yeah, that one goes straight to him. He'll take the walk. Brings up Max Pavlik.
Something we pointed out earlier in the stream. You called it, Nick. Landon has had a problem with command. Hit a bunch of guys last year and already has hit 2 in just an inning and 2/3 of work.
8th, Jack McLaughlin back out to work for his 2nd inning. He'll have Cujo, Landon, and Aaron Wald. Chopped over the middle. Fleischer, with a crow hop, fires to first. 1 down.
Absolute class from Ozzie Fleischer there. McLaughlin jumped at that one, couldn't snag it out of the air. Ozzie Fleischer says, "No worries, I've got it." Sends that one to first for an out.
So bring up Zanor, the DH, now after 6 innings of pitching. Still 0 for 3 on the day.
First pitch, just a little too inside.
That one in there for strike 1, runs the count even. Free basketball world. Apparently no one agrees with my prediction, Nick, that the Jumbos are going all the way this year.
Okay, well, given your historic predictions that have been spectacularly wrong, I feel like the safer bet is just to bet against you. Speaking of which, arm change for the judges. Kyle Murray, a sophomore right-handed pitcher from West Roxbury, Massachusetts. Favorite part about competing for Brandeis is the travel that comes with competing in the UAA. Obviously, didn't travel very far today, but hopefully looking for the judges to be able to travel up the scoreboard and maybe tie the score against the Jumbos.
2024 ERA, a bit of an eyesore on Murray's stat line. Posted a 14.67 in 15 innings of work. Did have 14 strikeouts, but walked 18 guys. So looking to bounce back with a bit more of a productive season in his sophomore campaign.
Yeah, this season he pitched 2 innings against Sewanee, gave up 4 hits with 2 earned runs. Otherwise, small sample size, of course, but not a lot of impact on the judges' squad.
2-1 hit hard at the first baseman, who will step on the bag, Will Tamasha, for out number 1.
Yeah, that was good there from Danny Timbasha to just get in front of that one, stop it from going further, and then obviously shut down the offensive play, bringing up Henry Fleckner to try and add to the Jumbo's score total. Currently 2-0 right now with inning and a half to play.
Fleckner steps in. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
Also stole a base and scored a run.
Typical Tuesday, except it's Wednesday for Henry Fleckner. Average Tuesday, average Wednesday, whatever you might say.
Yeah, I don't really have a phrase that works in that when it's not Tuesday.
That's true. Average Wednesday just kind of doesn't really sound right. Maybe to them it does. They play a lot on Wednesdays. I don't know.
That one hit pretty well to center field. Tracking back is Crowley. He'll call off the Dogs for out number 2.
Connor Crowley, of course. Not any trouble there getting under that one.
This will bring up Owen McKiernan over 2 with a walk on the day. Murray already ready to throw. And a little bit low on that one.
I think also more tendency for this Judges squad, as we've seen in a lot of their games, to work through a lot of their lineup from a pitching point of view.
Oh, nice hit.
Hit well. Crowley chasing it down, and he'll run it down in the alley.
2 outs for Connor Crowley there. And that makes the third.
It does. We'll step aside when we come back. Last ups for the Judges trying to get something out of this one. Back to Medford for the final time here. 2-0 Jumbos. New arm on the mound. It's the southpaw, Lachlan Ellis. Matt.
Yeah, we've got Lachlan Ellis, one of the 12 freshmen in this class. He is a left-hand pitcher out of Reading, Connecticut. Stands at a sturdy 6'1", 200 pounds. Had an incredibly impressive senior campaign in high school. Posted an 8-0 win-loss with a .16. Will be our final judiciary-related pun of the broadcast, but that is the Brandeis hope in this top of the ninth. Unfortunately, they've got their hands full with this flame-throwing southpaw from Reading, Connecticut.
Of course, the Judges will look to appeal the momentum and actually get some momentum going on their side. Okay, maybe that was the last one.
You two need to just stop making promises. I'm going to focus on baseball. You two can come up with puns in your own time. Ellis facing off here against Lee. Judges need 2 to keep this game going.
Lee stands in 0 for 1, has walked twice. He's doing the catching today for Brandeis.
The 0-1 here from Ellis. Off speed, got him on the outside corner. Now he's got a lot to play with. Could go with the location, with the off-speed stuff again, or look to blow it by the freshman. The 0-2. Off-speed, grounded softly to third. He'll fire onto first. 1 down here in the ninth.
Yeah, that pitch was disgusting. Just started middle of the zone, broke back foot, kind of like a 12-6 movement. I don't know, almost moved like a sweeper, to be honest, and induced very weak contact on kind of an ugly swing there from Lee.
Walsh is going to get pinch hit for, it'll be Alex Kim, the junior from Basking Ridge, New Jersey, in his place.
Favorite song for Alex Kim is Come a Little Closer by Cage the Elephant. Of course, Brandeis hoping to come a little closer to the Jumbo's 2 points, starting with Alex Kim here.
Folks, feel free to leave any comments for Nick's creative choices in the chat.
You know, Riley, you did say before this game, if you went on too long, you'd get bored of me. Are we there yet?
We're getting close, Nick. Well, that was less close. Sailed all the way to the backstop, did the 1-1.
Baseball is a long game. It's hard to keep composure through 9 innings.
Nick over here looking like an SNL cast member who just broke. The 1-1 upstairs as Ellis struggling to throw strikes right now. The 2-1 to Kim. Way outside, and Ellis, a little too much arm side run right now, Matt.
Yeah, it looks like he's just kind of like pulling the front side off a little bit, so he's leaving things outside.
That one hit up the middle. McCullough on his backhand, slides, comes up with it, and it can't be saved by Smith. McCullough did the hard work, but Smith couldn't scoop it.
Would have been bang if he came up with it clean. Really nice play in the hole there by McCullough. And Lachlan Ellis giving a nod to his second baseman. Really appreciates the glove work. Couldn't come away with it. We've got 1 down now. The man on first, a pinch hitter coming up to the plate. Nick, who do we have?
Yeah, pinch hitter is Justin Keeler, the 5'10 senior from Seymour, Connecticut. Looking to hopefully put Brandeis into maybe a game-winning position here, but a little bit of a challenge to do at this point, perhaps.
Keeler represents the tying run. That one catches the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Ellis comes set. Lost control of that one on release. Nerves starting to filter around Gittleman here as Ellis gets set. The 1-1. Fouled back, 1-2.
Have to wonder if coming in relief in the 9th inning of a game feels different for Lachlan Ellis. As someone that dominant in high school, you'd imagine he's starting games probably.
The 2-1. Bounced in there. It's 3-1 now. If Boutsakakis could walk, it would bring up Connor Crowley, who would represent the go-ahead run.
Alex Kim, favorite movie out on first base is Good Will Hunting, decides not to steal that base and go hunting for it.
All right, you're cut off. 3-1 is in there for strike 2. Runner will be moving on the pitch. Ellis looking to close the door on a shutout. Chopped to the backhand. Fleischer was going to take it. Instead, cut off. Throw to first in time. Perfectly done by Henshin. And for the first time in 4 years, The Jumbos open up with a shutout.
Yeah, Nick Riley pretty much summed it up. Really strong work from a young pitching staff today. Flashed early shades of brilliance here from the Jumbos. Not no-hit ball, a combined 2-hitter to push any of those guys across. So good work by the young Tufts arms, stranding those runs. And yeah, a good start to this new Brian Stark era for the Tufts baseball program.
Yeah, on that note, I'd like to thank the other members of my crew. Ava Tootin up top, surviving the cold. Did a great job, as always. Jake Fossey fighting with the monsters that live inside the internet here in Medford. For Matthew Gold and Riley Daniel. I'm going to try that again. Thank God no one's watching. For Matthew Long and Nick Dorr, I've been Riley Daniel saying so long from Medford. Of course, this is why when it finally shows up, but good night, everybody. Final score, Jumbos, 2-0.